Okay, here goes. This is Peter Parker. Log date, May 30th. Experiment designation ASM-6-11-1963. The preceding 10 permutations of the initial combination have had varying degrees of difference and varying degrees of success, or lack thereof. For months, I've been trying to find the perfect combination that can stabilize the cellular integration and steady the neogenic mutation process. The first step, trying to find a suitable animal to cross traits over to humans. At first I wanted to try flies or other insects, but they're too hard to catch without killing, and I don't know anyone with an ant farm on hand. Then I thought spiders, but for obvious reasons I declined. So, after looking through these research notes, I've decided to try it with lizards. Mostly due to the notes, but also because of Dr. Connor's pet iguana he keeps in the school chemistry lab. Easiest animal to take samples from without raising suspicion. After that, it was a question of test subjects. Luckily, the pet store a few blocks down from ESU has all the experimental lab mice I need. For each permutation, traits inherent to the green iguana and other reptiles were implanted into the DNA of these experimental mice, with the goal being to instill reptilian traits, specifically the uncanny ability to regrow severed or mutilated body parts. The first 10 test subjects expired through various, some rather violent, means. This is not to say that the first combination was a complete failure, as what is failure if not the greatest instructor? The hormonal imbalance of each permutation revealed to me that the combination of chemicals must be injected into the bloodstream rather than ingested, and must be measured according to molecular structure rather than simply estimating sample sizes, requiring extra precision. From there, we grade effectiveness and adjust accordingly. Analysis to that end has produced a blueprint for the first permutation of the second combination. Sample is drawn and ready. Subject is being injected now. Subject appears normal, as expected. Even the worst of the initial combinations had no effect within seconds. According to analysis, the appropriate wait time for neogenic cellular bondage is 60 minutes. After that, if no side effects have cropped up, we begin testing. See you in an hour. This is Peter Parker. Wait time for 6-11-1963 has reached 60 minutes. Subject has been observed constantly and tediously in that entire time. Appearance and behavior seem normal, a hopeful sign. Of course, any result that doesn't include savage mauling or instant expiration is always a good one. Second test phase beginning. Knife for the severing of the tail is prepped and... Ow! Sharpened. Memo to self, pick up bandages on the way home. Severing of the extremity begins... Forgive me, buddy. Now. Subject's entire tail has been removed directly below the base of the spine. Subject is understandably under severe pain and distress. Analysis dictates that dosage will not take visible effect for another 7 to 10 days. Another, much longer waiting game, which will be filled with compiling data for the next permutation. Oh my god. Test subject appears not only to be no longer in pain, but the regrowth effects are happening expeditiously. I've never seen anything like it. This is the breakthrough I've been hoping for. Just in the time I've been speaking, the severed tail has completely grown back, and longer than before. Not only has this permutation proven to be the correct one for limb regrowth, but the effects of the dose are a tremendous success. All that work paid off. Of course, further testing is required to see whether the regrowth process extends to the front or back legs, but prospects are more hopeful than they've ever been. Analysis must be conducted on the correct proportions for a human test subject. Wait. Something's happening. Some kind of change occurring. Subject appears to be shedding its fur, leaving what appear to be scales in its place. Subject is wringing its front paws together and... oh God. As with Subject 7 and 8, Subject 11 appears to have grown large hooked claws akin to lizards. It also appears to be growing in size. As I speak, Subject has grown to 3 times its original size. Its claws and tail are massive. Whoa! It appears to be feeling its environment by extending its tongue. It seems I've hit the neogenic honeypot. This permutation seems to have granted the appearance and abilities inherent in lizards to the test subject in their entirety. I was just going for limb regrowth, but this... Huh? Subject appears to be swinging its tail around, so hard that it appears to have dented the bars of the cage. Subject is attempting to escape through the bent bars. It's scratching and hissing and staring at me with large red eyes. Oh God. Subject has escaped, attempting to contain now. Damn it! Damn it, damn it, damn it! This is Peter Parker. Subject's sudden and inexplicable aggression forced me to take extreme measures. And after a short chase around the lab, I've had no choice but to... terminate the subject. I was going to do so many tests, too. Finally, the formula is perfect, and one mean streak cuts it all short. Ends it all, failure and humiliation. As usual, just never ends. Back to needing to be saved. Like some weak, pathetic loser waiting around for Spider-Woman to save him. Because he can't even defend himself from... Wait. Maybe I still can. Permutation 1 of Combination 2 has proven to be, all things considered, a rousing success. Aside from isolating the cause of the aggressive tendencies, Memo to Self must run numbers on hormonal imbalances in the brain. This most recent subject has shown more promise than all previous tests combined. Not only has limb regrowth been implemented successfully, but the enhanced strength, the hard scales, a long tail, the tongue, if used on humans, namely me, I'd have everything I need. I'd be the hero for a change. And they'd never make fun of me again, and if they do, I'll finally be able to make them pay. Gwen! Oh no. I'm not going to be able to explain away any of this, am I? I was really hoping you'd never see any of this. Yes, This is what I've been doing. When I said I needed some extra study sessions, this was that. Yeah, those are Dr. Connor's notes on neogenics. Remember that time a few weeks ago when he said he couldn't find them, so he needed to change plans for that week? I needed them. Not forever, just long enough to make copies. I don't think I can answer why. Not in a way you'd understand. It's true, Gwen. You wouldn't understand. I lost my parents before I even got to know them. I lost my uncle, and you remember Ben? He was the best guy in the world. Now it's just been me and May, and she's struggling enough as it is without me around. It's always a struggle. Just one long struggle. I know I have you. I've always had you. You've been protecting me from bullies since kindergarten. It's just not enough anymore. Getting pushed around by anyone who knows I'm an easy target was bad enough. Then knowing the whole school thinks I'm pathetic because I need you to protect me? It got worse. It never stopped getting worse. I just hid how I felt from you because I didn't want you to worry. Tell you? What good would it have done, Gwen? Letting you know I'm getting my ass kicked every single day because I can't protect myself? That I need a girl to look out for me? That's what they're saying, not me. They don't see you as my best friend. They don't see you as the cool girl who won't let them get away with beating up her best friend. They see you as the punchline. And I'm the joke. The only reason they don't go after you is because I'm the weak one. I am, Gwen. I'm weak. I can't stand up for myself. I'm not strong or cool or popular like you. Even if I was, have you seen Flash Thompson or Ned Leeds? They're built like tanks. And unlike you, I don't have superpowers. I don't... Oh, shit. Yes, I know. I've known for a while. Or, at least I had my suspicions. Since the whole Rhino thing. I mean, a superpowered thug going after the police captain? How did Spider-Woman find out that quickly? Then you'd disappear randomly and not be back for hours. You'd have these random injuries, and you never seem to be around when Spider-Woman is there. I may not be a detective, but I'm not stupid, Gwen. Relax, Harry doesn't know. At least I haven't told him. It's pretty obvious you'd want to keep this under wraps, seeing as how, Spider-Woman is a vigilante and your dad's a cop. I know. Don't tell Harry. Got it. But look, that's the reason I wanted to do this. You're the reason I wanted to do this. You remember that bodega robbery uptown? No, the one over on West 83rd. Yeah, that one. Well, I know about it because I was there. It didn't take you long to stop those two guys that came in, so you probably weren't there long enough to see me. That, and I was hiding behind a shelf full of Cheez-Its. But I saw you turn those guys inside out. You were so fast, graceful, and, well, kinda sexy. Oh, who am I kidding? You were incredibly sexy. And I was just captivated. I spent months hoping I would see you again. Then I put two and two together, and, well, turns out you were there all along. The woman who saved my life and sent me head over heels. She turned out to be the girl I already... Well, the girl that I may as well say it. The girl I've already been in love with since we were 5. Yeah, since the day we met. He'd slugged Harry and gave him a black eye after he'd pushed me off the swing set. Yeah, that was Harry. Clearly he mellowed with age. And you dusted off that cute denim skirt with the pink sequins on the back pockets, and you batted those baby blue eyes at me and held your hand out to help me up. I've been crazy about you ever since. But that's why I've been doing this. You can't be my hero all the time. And you have your own problems. But with this, I can be a hero. Or at least I'd stop being a total wimp for once in my life. I'm tired of everyone walking all over me. And if this works, maybe I can help you. I don't mind being your sidekick. I'd have the power to help people like me. People who can't defend themselves. People who get bullied and there's nothing they can do about it. What? What do you mean, do I hear myself? This makes all the sense in the world to me. Responsibility? Gwen, who could be more responsible than a guy who knows what it's like to take hits from someone bigger? I can protect myself so you don't have to. And I can help you protect other people too. I knew you wouldn't understand. You're one of the special ones. Even before whatever it was that made you a superhero, you were always special. No one ever treated me the way you do. You wouldn't know what it's like to be a nobody. I just wanted to be special. Like you. No, I'm not. No, I'm not, Gwen. I'm not special, and I never was. I'm a nobody. I'm not the son of a billionaire like Harry. I'm not a cool, strong superhero like you. I'm just Peter Parker. Resident loser. Weak little victim who doesn't matter to any... I... Does that mean you... Wow. I don't know what to say. I don't know how, but this changes everything. Oh God, what was I thinking? No, it's still wrong. Keeping all this from you, lying, sneaking around. Well, yeah, you were doing it too, but you were out there protecting the city. I was just playing mad scientist with Dr. Connor's pet iguana. It's not the same thing, not in the least. I don't even know for sure if that concoction was gonna do what I needed it to do. I could have turned into some kind of monster. Then you would have had to save people from me. I never wanted that. I just wanted to mean something to you. Everything? And you really mean that, don't you? I really mean everything to you. And I was about to do this. No. This might have a chance to give me everything I ever wanted. But if that means being less of a person in your eyes, then... well, it's just not worth it. The chance at being a hero is not worth losing you. So, no more. No more lizard stuff. Well, first things first, I have to clean all this up. I'd get rid of all my notes, but they might do well for my final this year. Besides, I don't think anyone's going to use them. We definitely don't need to worry about Dr. Connors turning into a giant lizard. I could use some help getting all this cleared up, though. I mean, aside from the mouse-lizard hybrid corpse on the floor by the sink, there's really nothing to worry about. Yeah, long story. So, can a guy get an extra hand? Thanks, Gwen. I owe you one. In fact, I owe you everything. Hey, before we start, could you... I mean, do you think we... Thanks. Okay, let's get to it. I know I might have told you this already tonight, but you look so hot in that costume. I love you, Gwen Stacy. I love you.